a vast landscape full of adventurers. You are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs. Having escaped the holding cell and cannon assault from an oncoming ship, our adventurers cleverly disguised themselves as debris, making their way through the water to the attacking ship. After dispatching what was left of the crew, our heroes push off from the heavily damaged Kirio slave ship and enjoy a brief moment of celebration when...
Your heart skips a beat when you look back and you see Ferdinand and his dim smirk fade off his face. Red blossoms through his tattered shirt. He falls to his knees, and he gives one more exhausted glance around the deck before collapsing face first to the floor. One sailor, who you've learned is Owen, who joined you from the Curio, he rushes to Ferdinand before you guys can act, and he flips him over on his back and tears his tattered shirt over, and without a single moment's hesitation, he shouts, "He's not dead!" What do you guys do?
Yo, does anybody have any potions on them? Do we even have any potions? I don't even know.
Yeah, is there anything that we would see, like maybe a captain's quarters or something like that, or maybe
yeah,
where we could like run in there and check it out type of thing for any sort of like healing stuff, or maybe he's got his own private stash?
Somebody could take a look around. Ferdinand doesn't have anything. Ferdinand is pretty much just wearing the same tattered clothes that he was wearing when you guys met him.
I would like to check out the captain's quarters, if possible.
There's not captain's quarters per se, but you feel free to check the ship. But for every... I'm going to have you roll a d20.
Okay.
And for every roll is 30 seconds wasted.
Okay.
Oh, no. For in this life-saving...
Maybe life-saving, maybe not.
Or not. Oh, snap.
So...
Okay.
You can search the ship. Or you can go... You can see what's up with Owen. You can see what he needs. You can go talk to Ferdinand. Maybe, he's still alive. He might have some things to say.
Okay.
So, knock it out.
All right. Old Lance Philly Duke here. He's going to go over to Ferdinand.
He or I?
I, Lanston Philly Duke, do solemnly swear that I'm going to go over to Ferdinand. I'm going to say, "Hey, boss, what can I do to help you out?"
So Owen makes room for Lanston Philly Duke. Any of you guys want to... What are you guys doing?
I'm going to run up to Ferdinand and see if I could apply pressure, maybe try to... Whatever I can do to physically help him.
Sure.
Maybe, I guess I'll take off the jacket and tie a tourniquet if I can. Trying to make sure that I don't get very much blood on it.
What's your movement speed?
I've got 25 feet.
All right, I'm just gonna be near the whole scene, and if Owen somehow, if you get to Owen or Ferdinand says there's something somewhere, I'll move there because I move at a faster rate than you, so I can get it. I can get it quicker.
We're playing relay.
So I guess what it boils down to is I'm trying to slow the pace of his death.
So Yamhorn rushes to Ferdinand and just starts applying pressure to the wound. The blood is just gushing out at an unseasonable rate. Whatever the hell that means.
It's not a good time of year for gunshots. And the worst time of year for
it means
gunshots.
It's going to be a huge dry cleaning.
Yeah.
And Owen,
no. Need my jacket back.
Owen's doing everything he can. Lanston Philly Duke, he rushes over. And Ferdinand, it just starts, trying to wave you guys off and
right in his face.
I'm done for, guys.
Uh-oh.
This is it.
make sure that we get away from those other guys. They can't come back. They can't get what I have.
What do you have? What do we need to know?
He reaches into, the remains of his tattered shirt, and he pulls out a little kind of crystallized vial that you guys didn't notice before. And actually, someone want to give me a perception check on it?
Sure, I will. I'm going to roll to see if this is some sweet, sweet meth. Palpable. Somebody else should have rolled. 12 minus 1. I got an 11.
Okay, so what you do notice about this it's like a little vial, and it looks like it's swishing around some liquid inside, a very, very small amount. But it seems to be made of some sort of like crystalline structure. Something else you notice is that it's hard for you to notice unless you're looking directly at it.
You see Yamhorn go cross-eyed trying to... like looking at one of those 3D puzzles, those 3D posters.
So Ferdinand...
Do I see anything? A
pulls
UFO?
this thing. Ferdinand pulls this thing, holding it by a string that was around his neck. And he goes,
This needs to get to...
you shut it.
This needs to get to Bravik. By any means necessary. Don't let them get it.
Yo, bruv, I think we need to give that to the little one. No one will suspect him, eh?
All right.
Yeah, okay.
What's happening with you right now? Is he...
Well, I'm wiping all this blood off my face if this guy keeps coughing onto it.
All right.
Your face just covered in
And are you
mucus
holding
and
it, like,
blood.
out to me?
He's just
Like-
holding it up, straight in
Holding it
front.
up?
You're on one side,
Okay.
and Yamhorn's on the other with Owen.
I look at Airtorn, and then I look at Philly Duke, and I say, you take it.
All right. So
So
Reach out.
he rips it. He just pulls it right off his neck. A little snap of the string, and he holds it out to you. And before you can fully take it,
Make sure this gets to Bravik.
Wait, hold that pose.
I will.
Look for Duncan.
For Duncan. You're hurting my hand a little bit.
and so he makes you swear an oath. Basically, he says,
Promise me. Promise a dying man that this will get to Bravik.
Duncan who?
Trussell. I signed up for adventure, and I promise you I will. Now answer the other man's question.
Duncan Siren, he's called. He's my old mentor. He'll know what to do. Just promise me.
Listen, I know you're about to die, but could you spell that last name out for me?
Because I got an S-Y-R-A-N on it.
Yeah, there could be a lot of sirens out there. I just want to make sure. Stay with us. I slap him.
Damn it, man. Stay with us.
Bro, he's in pain, man. I'm going to put an arrow straight through his brain.
and with that,
Mercy kill.
the last breath of life leaves your friend Ferdinand Indike,
Well, I don't know about friend. We just met him.
whose efforts single-handedly saved you.
That's true. He did. He
From
cut a
the
dude's
life
face
he
off.
saved.
He definitely helped us out a lot.
He cut a dude in half.
Yeah.
I remember.
We still have our training wheels on. He's an
Yeah.
expert.
Sounded pretty gross.
So, what do I need to do? What can I roll to get another NPC that was like him to show up to help us out?
We all have to roll 20s.
Yeah.
in a row.
All right, if all three of you could roll 20s right now, I'll make something good happen.
Okay.
Ferdinand
Okay. Come
rolls-
on.
comes
Come on.
back.
Hope that wasn't a D20. It would help if
Well, I got a 5.
I got a 10.
I got a 17.
All right,
Oh, we're screwed.
So you guys
That's probably the best
all
roll
shout
of
up
the
to
day.
the sky and you say, "God help us!
God,
help us, bro!"
Okay.
And instead, nothing happens. So God's not real, apparently. Either that or your prayers were really stupid.
Yeah. Give me my jacket back. I take my jacket.
All right, you got your jacket back.
And I'd like to put
Ferdinand-
this in my backpack so I don't have to hold on to it.
That's fine, yeah. Or you
Why
can
don't
wear
you tie it around
your
your neck?
Yeah, let's tie it around your neck.
And since
Lil Juan.
you are a wizard as well, you notice.
Lil Juan,
People
what,
know that I got it.
yo, Wagwan, bro. What happens if it gets stolen, bro?
What happens is someone sees it around my neck.
It'll
and
be
then
like
tries to
that
take it
scene
off,
in
bro.
Fellowship of the Ring when Frodo drops the ring in the snow and Boromir holds it up and he's just like,
Okay, let's let's not reference other magical lands.
No, Middle Earth is a fictional world that exists in this world.
Okay.
It's canon now. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Obviously, Philly Duke hasn't done his fair share of reading.
look, I'm not much of a reader.
You're a wizard.
That's your job.
You got a tan reading books in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
all right. It's still coming in the mail. He hasn't gotten that yet.
So anyway, since you're a wizard, you notice what took a roll for him to notice that. Unless you're looking directly at it, it's actually really hard for you to notice that this thing exists.
Okay.
If it's in your peripheral, it may as well just be invisible.
Okay. Then I put it around my neck.
Cool. So you guys have I guess we'll call it the crystal vial.
No.
Key item. So remember that. And Owen
And
looks
how's
at
vial spelled?
VIAL.
No, okay.
And Owen looks up at you guys and he says, "What are we going to do without this one?" Biggs and Wedge roll over and they say, "Well, I don't know about you guys, but we got to keep getting some distance between us and them." And he points back across the deck of the ship to the fading shadow of the Curio, the ship that you guys just escaped. Of course, that ship is badly damaged and or sinking. You guys can't really make it out in the darkness and the fog, but it is a full moon, so you can kind of make out the silhouette. But Biggs and Wedge are adamant that you guys need to put some space, and they say, I don't care where we go, but we go. Where to?
There's a lighthouse in the
Yeah.
distance, right?
In the distance.
There was.
I say we head to
something
Bravik.
like
What
that.
do you guys say?
Is that lighthouse Bravik, bruv?
I think that's what they said.
You guys know that you're near Bravik.
I think that's what they said in the last episode.
You guys know that you're near Bravik. Biggs and Wedge are seasoned sailors. Owen might not be, but Biggs and Wedge definitely are. And you guys can feel free to tap into their vast knowledge, but they just want to know, where are we going?
Biggs, where does that lighthouse lead to us, mate?
He goes, "That's the Grand Port over at Bravik, but I don't know if we want to sail in on the Razorback."
Oh. What flags are we flying?
Just, I don't know, standard colors.
Is there...
I'm gonna unsoil my
Hey.
underwear and then make them
Raise
white
that
again.
razor.
Yeah.
Hey, Biggs or Wedge, quick question. Is there some sort of alcove or like little thing where we can, park this baby around the corner and then, make our way into town all discreet like?
I know just the place. It's
Wonderful.
a perfect spot for smugglers. But there might be danger. Are you guys going to be up for it?
Yo, I only have 4 HP. I don't know.
How long do you think it'll take us to get to the cove?
Yeah. Can Bo's over here get a rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take you guys till morning. Like, it's the
Okay.
middle of the night, but you guys definitely at least get a short rest,
Perfect.
All right.
which is good for you because I think you get...
Yeah, I
like-
need the lay on hands. back.
How long is it? How
long
is
enough
the-
for a full rest? Would you say? I only need 4 hours,
I
but
need
everybody
4
else
hours,
needs
too.
8. Oh,
Yeah, I
And I
have.
didn't-
because you're an elf.
Yeah,
And
I
I
have a
didn't
long
get
rest
hit.
4
Okay.
hours.
I didn't.
Right.
You got a boot to the face.
No, I dodged it.
Oh, that's right.
And then I lit him on fire.
So the way
then you
that
failed at
that
parkour.
rest works, the way that rest works for elves actually is so that 4 hours of it is spent basically in a trance.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the other 4 is still rest if you want to do a long rest like that. But you're not zonked out, like you're just relaxing.
I can easily.
So you guys definitely
Be
have
raised.
a short rest. You guys can definitely probably go into your trance, but you're going to have to trust these guys. You're going to have to trust Philly Duke, which seems like shouldn't be a problem. You guys seem to
All
be.
right.
Is there a crow's nest? Maybe Philly Duke because he doesn't know much about sailing all that much. As we established that this is my first time on a boat, which was being kidnapped.
Is there like what about Bob? I'm
There's a crow's
sailing.
nest.
Can I crow's nest and be like, I'll go be a lookout.
Sure.
Wait. Before you run up there, little man, why don't we talk about this? We should take maybe some shifts. Because
All right.
we don't know these jokers. We're
All
trusting them with our lives. Why don't Airtorn and I take the first shift so that way you can get your full 8 hours. We can get a 4-hour trance in there.
Sure.
Does that work?
Sure. Why not?
All right.
You in, Airtorn?
Hey, big up to you.
Yeah, I'll take that as a yes. I don't know what that means, but I'll assume that's good.
Half the words out of Airtorn's mouth are just like gibberish.
Oh yeah,
It's from all those years of getting drunk in the clubs like that he's playing at.
Yeah, and probably listening to Dion Wood.
And maybe a tiny bit of Alzheimer's setting in.
Maybe,
We're not sure.
maybe.
Right.
Who
So,
are you? Where am I?
So Biggs and Wedge, agree that they know just a spot. It's the perfect smuggler's cove.
I'll stick with you guys. Well, these two goons.
Good. We're going to need all the hands we can get right now.
Right.
This is a big ship for just us 6. So if anybody's got to rest, now is the time to do it. You guys took care of most of the fighting.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, we're more than happy to get this ship to land where you guys can continue living.
Okay.
That's the chaotic version.
Yeah.
That's the chaotic.
It's a reverse yam.
Yeah.
He's getting real yammy over there.
Okay. So I'll stay up with them while these two guys go sleep together. I don't know.
You guys are going to go ahead and he's going to grab a little rest, I suppose. Philly Duke is, while the other guys start navigating. If you guys are going to stay up, I'm going to need a roll unless you aren't going to help them sail the ship.
I'm gonna help.
I'm not helping.
Yeah, you guys are snoozing. So for 4 hours, I'm gonna help.
Sure. So go ahead and just give me a standard D20.
5.
You rolled a 5?
Yeah. Do I get to add anything?
Nope.
We run into rocks and we all die.
So, no, actually, something bad does happen. So, you guys do, your keel kind of scrapes against some rocks. You guys aren't crashing for sure, but, it kind of jars you guys awake. It's, let's say it's several hours into sailing.
What was that?
Who's driving this thing?
Several hours into sailing, but it means that you guys are getting closer to land and you guys are taking on water below decks.
Right.
Biggs kind of gently shakes you awake and he says, "This isn't good, Gnome. We're taking on water. Our keel hit the rocks. Just want to make sure that we're all up if we got to jump ship and swim to shore. We shouldn't be that much further off. I just can't see where it's at, but the sun should be up in a couple hours."
All right, I did my part. I'm gonna take a nap. I really have to hit that trance hard.
Are we still moving, or have we just sort of?
You guys are
stopped
still
ourselves?
moving, just kind of. I mean, you guys still have momentum. You still have sails.
Okay, but slowly sinking down.
But yeah.
We're just on top of the crow's nest as it's coming.
Yes.
like in the first Pirates movie.
Dude, I love that scene. That's the best.
So just like I planned.
Big Wedge looks at you guys and he says, "I think we could probably make it to shore, but it's going to be dicey. We're going to have to take a shortcut if we're going to take on this much water."
Does the shortcut take at least 4 hours?
No,
You're not getting arrested.
The sun will be up. The sun will be up in like 2 hours. You can already kind of see like a very, very like dim glow on the horizon.
Okay. Hey, Biggs, is there a nice B&B I can check up with when we hit shore?
Quit worrying about this right now or we're all gonna die.
I'm gonna die. Okay. All right, I'll do what I need.
Look, you guys have no choice but to get to shore. You guys are taking on water right now. The Razorback was already pretty beat up anyway. It didn't take much. Yeah. So I'm going to need you all to roll me a D20. You guys are all up in the action right now. You caught a short rest, so good enough. You guys didn't, sorry.
How much HP does he... Oh, you didn't have any.
And I didn't need one.
And so you got your full
resting,
trance.
technically.
Yeah.
For 4 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
you
you're,
were?
you're,
Okay.
So
you're
that's
enough.
equivalent to 8 hours of rest.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
19?
So how much
17.
HP do I get back?
17?
All of it.
11.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
I'm back
guys...
up to all of
And
it?
all your spells reset, too.
You
Unless
guys...
I didn't even know those went away, so...
Yeah, like your well, you didn't cast your prestidigitation, but
yeah,
you
I
did
didn't
try to cast a spell on the captain before.
Hideous laughter.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But I guess, I got my spell back.
That's
for
right.
resting.
So you guys, with Wedge's help, he helps you guys navigate the ship through a shortcut of like shallow rocks and like kind of reefs and stuff that take you into a nice little smuggler's cove that's hidden away from view on both sides.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah,
I like this.
as you guys are sailing and the sun's starting to come up, you guys can look down into the water and you can see just like the sunken, shattered remains of like dozens of other ships. So you guys really lucked out managing, to have Wedge with you guys and managing to.
Wedge, have you been here before?
Oh yeah, this is a regular spot for me and mine way back in the day. It's been years.
Are any of these boats under the water yours?
Oh yeah. I think we're coming on it right now.
Okay.
He points to like a little short skiff or something like that.
It says Wedge's boat on it.
It's called the Wedge.
The wedge, yes.
yes,
That's where I got my name.
that's why they call him Wedge, because he captained the Wedge.
It's like in between these two rocks.
Don't.
Yes, it's canon. You heard it here. Yeah, that's mine right there. It's wedged between those two rocks.
Let me add that to my notes.
Well, I guess that makes sense. I'm glad you did a better job this time, Bozo.
Yeah.
Look, that was years ago. I've gotten way better at using boats since then.
It worries me that you call them boats, like not a ship or a galley or a.
Well, because his boat's small. Like his boat, the Wedge, was a skiff. It was only like a 20-footer. Like it wasn't much to.
They're all boats, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit of a Firefly element in there, okay? Like, you're on this boat, you're under my command, boop. Anyway, so you guys come right into this. Oh, it's only about 20 feet here. It shouldn't be a problem for you guys. I mean, we did swim out of the Curio, to get on the Razorback, and that was out in the middle of the ocean, so...
Let's do it.
All right, boys, grab everything. Grab all your gear. Grab all your supplies. Let's do this.
All right. I take off the jacket and my studded leather, and you see a rippling chest glistening in the early morning light.
I wish this wasn't on his character sheet.
And these golden locks just cascading down the shoulders. You see a couple of dreadlocks because he's worked on a farm and doesn't always have time to wash his hair. So, but they're cool looking. I want to make that clear. They're really cool looking.
Wow, those are some really cool looking dreads. Wedge
Since my
says.
character is chaotic
Thanks, man.
good, can I take my dagger and cut those out for him just without?
But he sees you take out the dagger, and right before before you grab him, he ties him up into a man bun.
But a cool looking man bun.
Yeah, not one of those stupid ones.
Biggs and Wedge and Owen jump ship, and they're already swimming ashore.
Lance has got his bag, puts on his little nomad, ready to roll.
I stand on the edge of the ship and do a misty flip into the water.
Oh wait, how far away from the shore are we? Did you say?
20 feet.
It's like 100 yards,
Okay.
100 feet,
Okay.
because
okay.
you guys don't.
I try to do the Swan Dive Assassin's Creed and just belly flop.
But it's a tiny splash.
It's like
Yeah. And
So-
I take this beautiful like that. What's that
Swan
Olympian?
dive?
Yeah. What's that
Locks
Olympian?
trailing behind.
Yeah. 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 It's just beautiful form.
So you guys all are in the water, and you guys get to shore. And as you crawl up to the sand, some of you, especially Philly Duke, he really struggles against the surf because it's pretty rough here. But
I am getting pounded.
you guys all manage to get to shore okay. Biggs just wades out into the water, and he just grabs you by the waist of your pants, and he just kind of hauls you out of the water.
Come on, I can do this.
He just didn't want to see you drown. And as you guys get there, Owen goes, "Damn shame we're going to have to let that boat sink out there. Probably ain't going to let many other ships pass through that shortcut there."
That could be good because if there's any chance of that Curio making it, they might follow us.
Right, that's true.
So it's kind of blocking.
That's true.
Blocking the way.
So you guys are all standing there, and you kind of see these three dudes hauled over there, and you can tell like Wedge and Biggs are pretty tight. Owen's kind of an outsider, but he looks at those guys. He goes, "You all been here before, right?" And they kind of say, "Yeah," and they just haul off to the back of the beach, sort of, and they look like they're kind of on a mission. You can see them walk to one twisty-looking little shrubby bush, and they start kind of pacing off away from the beach even further. So you guys want to follow him? They're kind of going up into the brush.
Yo, I've kind of been here too. I would take the same way.
Okay.
I'm following you guys.
I'm following.
Cool. So they hit up into the shrubs, and it's kind
guys,
of
wait
a.
up.
It's
I got short legs.
and it's.
Wait. I have an idea.
Do you have a backpack you could put in?
Get on my shoulders, where there were one set of footprints. I carried you.
It's the ocean. They're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They're gonna wash away anyway. So
Nah, I'm good.
I just It was a quote. I was quoting a Jesus poem.
From the poem, yeah.
Yeah.
I realized that well after.
You still got your shirt off.
My mind
I'm
went
good.
to sand people. So
This bozo still got his shirt off. I'll walk.
so so you guys go off into the shrubs. It's just like some short, stocky, woody, bushes, but they manage to kind of hack their way through, and you hear Wedge say like, "Man, this stuff's really overgrown since last time I've been here. God, I hope this thing hasn't been cleared out." What?
I just imagine me like I'm walking by and just branches constantly like where people's legs are going through stuff. They just constantly keeps coming back. I'm like, hey, come on, guys. Maybe I should have gone on the shoulders.
But as he gets there, you see Wedge. He says, "I think this is it," and he starts pacing off 10 little paces, and he gets down and he starts, knocking down on the ground. And he goes, "Here it is," and he starts feeling around, digging through kind of the sand and the dirt, and finds a rope, which he pulls up to reveal a hidden cache, a sweet little smuggler's hideaway. He says, "See, told you guys I've been here."
I want to.
You want to know what's in that cache, huh?
I want to know what's in it, but I also want to know that he's got okay intentions. Yo, Biggs, I think I'm picking up some of your... Yo,
hey!
You can't be
I've been hanging out with you too much. So, first of all, Biggs, where did this come from, and why?
Who's your daddy?
Yeah,
What does he do?
yeah.
Is he rich?
I gotta know. You gotta,
Typical Yamhorn,
Yeah.
trying to get the life story out of every little detail.
Hey, Biggs, what's your biography?
yeah. So what the heck is going on? Because I just met you, and I don't know what's in that box, and I'm a little on edge here.
He does his best to give you a reassuring thing. He goes, "Look, Bravik has a high tariff rate. There are some things that the wealthy people who live in East Town, they don't want to pay the tariffs on. So they paid people like me to bring them over here and to bring them secretly into the city. People pay me. I had a boat. I brought things onto shore secretly. Take a look for yourself." And he gestures down into the pit. And it's a big hole in the ground. It's probably 3 feet by 3 feet.
I'm real suspicious of this guy. I creep up to the hole, but I don't lean over it because I don't want him to kick me in.
Right. And as you approach up on it, you can see that there's a stairway made of wood, leading down into the bottom, and you can definitely see barrels of just old stuff. It looks like nobody's been here in years. Wedge says that he says something like, "This place was a real hot spot back in my day, but it's been years since I've been here. Doesn't look like it's been used, but some of the stuff looks intact." And he hops down the stairs and he goes down there and starts trying to...
I'm going to follow him.
I'm following.
So you guys...
I'm gonna stay nervous and stay up top.
No worries. Biggs and Owen take a seat down in the sand anyways, and relish in being alive and not slaves.
So, Owen, tell me about yourself.
So Owen proceeds to tell you about himself while the others are down
in great detail, Owen.
Look, this is going to happen off camera. He's giving you the details you want.
Okay.
Camera pans over to a hole in the ground.
Can I perception check while I'm down there and see if there's anything that I can pick up? Because I needed some arrows. I need some arrow refills.
Sure.
All right.
So you go ahead and give me a roll.
13.
13? Yeah, so you take a look and you notice, there's a ton of, weaponry. Looks like there's a lot of, just basic stuff. Nothing that's better than what you already have, but stuff that would definitely be outlawed, within the walls of the city, such as, armor-piercing crossbow bolts and arrows with, razor barbs on the end that are meant to, not come out of a man once they're inside.
Ooh.
So, and of course, there's some other stuff, there's some, bowstrings and some swords and stuff scattered around, an axe, but nothing that you guys haven't seen before, nothing that's, and it's kind of rusting and falling in disarray, but the arrows are still good. They're just,
Is there...
I'd like to pick up some of those barbed ones.
yeah, go ahead.
Is there any sort of like a belt or anything with like, extra, like a pistol belt type of thing with
Like a Batman belt?
well, no, like more like a Chewy bandolier, but like the pirate one where they've got like the belts across, they got the different pistols or like the extra shot and stuff in it.
Right.
Because Lance's still got that gun.
I have a quick question. So my guy started with 20 arrows. Is that the full amount of arrows that my quiver can hold?
You can store some extra ones in your bag.
All right, I'm taking 5 then.
Yeah, let's say like your quiver before it needs to be refilled can hold 20.
All right, cool.
But you can hold more than that, like in your backpack or like whatever. So.
All right, cool. I want to find one of those magical elf, like, endless quivers.
Oh,
That's what I want.
Yeah. So, belt?
So you can take a look. Go ahead and look around.
All right. I'm going to roll through that.
Give me a roll with your perception modifier.
11.
Plus, you had like +3 or something last time, right? Or
It's probably your wisdom modifier.
Oh, it's only +1, so 12.
So 12. Okay, so you look around and you see it's like there's not really any like sort of like bandoliers like that, and there's not actually even any guns, but there is like some powder, but no shot, nothing like that.
Okay.
Just some
I don't
barrels
want any
of
of this
kegs
garbage.
of black powder, basically.
Nothing for old Lanston this time.
Nope. But there is other barrels of. You see, Wedge. He cracks open one barrel and it's like full of bottles of wine and rum and other spirits and stuff like that. And he goes, "Now we're talking." And he breaks one open and slops it all over his face, basically. And he says something like, "Oh man, being enslaved and freed all in the same week really makes a man thirsty." tosses a bottle over Philly Duke. You gonna catch it, Philly Duke?
I'm going to try. Do like a little hot potato.
You got it. There you go. You juggle it in midair before you catch
Nailed
it.
it. Hey, bozo.
Anyway, he
Give a guy a heads up next time, would you?
he takes a seat down on there and he goes, "Doesn't look like much else we can use in here, but at least we won't go thirsty."
Yumhorn.
Cut back to the soap opera on the beach.
You
Owen just gave you his life story.
Yeah, and he's like leaning into Yamhorn's shoulder, and Yamhorn has his arm around him, and he's just crying into Yamhorn's shoulder.
And that's the third time she left me.
Yeah, Yamhorn is just saying, "It's okay, get it out." Every once in a while, giving him a little pat.
Are all women like that, Yumhorn? Are all women like
And then I hear that
Most of
going
them.
on, and I'm like,
Cut back underground.
And I kind
confused man.
Yeah.
I pull away from Owen, and I'm just kind of like,
Now you're
I have
going to
this
leave me
face
just like her, too.
No. We're good. I'm here for you. Just rubbing his back. But I yell down to Air Torn, and I say, "Is there anything down there that I could use?"
"I don't know, mate. Come down here and do a perception check."
There's nothing you really want.
Okay. God just told me there's nothing I really want, so forget about it.
But anyway, you guys kind of wrap up down there, and Wedge goes, "Well, boys, I don't know where you're going, but I can't say that I much want to go to Bravik. I don't know if you've heard the news."
What's that news, mate?
I have not. I was told I was supposed to go to Bravik.
Well, they say the gods have brought down a plague like the likes of which nowhere in the world has seen.
Uh-oh.
And Bravik has been brought to its knees by the illness.
Oh, boy.
What's that illness?
Yeah, what do you know about the? Oh wait, you got? Yeah.
What do you know about the...
Yeah, you're upstairs. You're not hearing any of this.
I've moved on to Biggs. I'm tired of Owen.
Okay, so you're standing up top of the stairs. You can overhear the conversation
Okay.
a little bit. But he's talking to Philly Duke and Airtorn. And he goes, "Look, they don't know what it is. And that's what makes it so damn scary. They don't know, but people are dropping like flies.
What are the symptoms?
Dropping like flies.
Look, makes you super sick. Any sort of open wound or any sort of fluid that leaves your body, it's messy. The ones who get sick, they just leak out of every hole.
Oh, bro, that sounds bad.
And I've heard, and this is just..."
Wait, whoa! You mean that's not normal? Not.
He just, like,
I'm
looks
just
up at
asking.
you and he's just
not. I'm just asking.
And he says, look, keep in mind this is all secondhand information. News gets blown out of proportion, especially where I hang out with the other sailors. But you leak, and you don't want to get that stuff on you, because you do, and it's only a matter of days till you're afflicted. Rather, I'm an uneducated sailor, and I don't know words.
Infected.
Where are you and the other sailors hanging out?
Docks, bars.
Dockside bars.
Now, I was here a while
Does your mother
ago.
still hang out at dockside bars?
That's what I was thinking.
I was here.
Ever
I was
been in
here
a Turkish
while-
prison?
I was here a while ago. Is the old kettle still there?
Oh, the old kettle. It's one of my favorite places. Yeah, I think it's still standing, but I heard that the plague is the worst over in the West End, where the kettle is, so you probably don't want to go there if you can avoid it.
Who's that guy that's running the bar still?
Oh, you mean old... you mean old... Old Bick.
That's right.
Yeah, Bick.
Totally doesn't
That's
sound
right.
made up.
God, sorry, it slipped my mind. Yeah, the old kettle, place I used to love to hang out. Yeah, Bick, I don't know. I haven't been to Bravik in years, but last I heard, Bick was still the proprietor.
All right. Hey, little boy, I think we should go there first.
So you want to go into the dirtiest, sickest part of town just to see your old friend?
I'm an elf man.
You can't get sick, but I think I probably can.
I thought you wanted to see the adventure. This is the most adventure you'll ever have.
Quick question. Do you know what we're supposed to do with this cargo that Ferdinand has so lovingly bestowed upon me?
I will tell you outside of game
Okay.
that he told you to take it to Bravik, to take it to Duncan, his old mentor.
That's right.
I've got the notes here.
Yeah, I do too. I just wasn't paying attention.
But that's all you know. So I could have told you that in game,
Okay, cool.
because that's what you know.
Okay, so thank you for the reminder because my hand was on my notes. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where this old Duncan Siren is that we're supposed to, Ferdinand's pal that we're supposed to get this thing to?
Duncan, what? How do you spell that?
It's like SIR.
Yeah, that's what I have written down.
He kind of trailed off at the end.
I guess they were all there. They heard Duncan, but no, I can't say that I know that one.
Hey, little boy, let's start at the hotel and talk to Bick. Bick might know where Duncan is.
Hey, last I saw Bick, he had his finger on the pulse of the city. He might know who that Duncan is. But look, if you guys are going into Bravik, you're going to go alone. I know that I told that old, Ferdinand that I'd help him, but I didn't do any of that fighting back there, and I ain't the fighting type. Look, you guys seem like you can handle yourselves. So, if you think what Ferdinand was doing was important, and you're going to go to Bravik, by all means, but I don't think I can follow. And Big says, yeah, I don't think I can either. And Owen's like, me either, from up top where he can overhear the conversation.
All right, I'm going to yell up, hey, Yam, you want to go to the old kettle and find Bick with me and the bard over here?
Listen, we're around here talking too much. I'm going to head out.
All right, I will follow you.
Well, okay, sure. If you guys want to ask for directions from these guys, they can point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
So, Wedge, do we need to be worried about what we're wearing right now? I mean, I have some blood on me, man, and I don't want it to cause attention. I don't know why he turned southern there for a second.
Cajun all of a sudden.
I'm famished.
This here's giving me the vapors. Did you ask Biggs?
Yeah.
Not that I have different voices for these guys.
Wait, no. I asked Wedge is down there, right?
Biggs and Wedge are both
Yeah, I
down
asked
there.
Wedge.
Owen's with me.
Wedge says, look, he goes, I don't know if I'd wear that in the city if I were you, but you're going to go ahead and walk east that way. That's going to take you to Bravik. You just follow this trail here. And look, still probably a whole day's walk away, but walk for a few hours that way, and you should come to a small little place. Doesn't have a name, but some fishermen live there. They make do off the land. They might be able to give you a little bit of help, point you on your way some more. So,
All right.
but look, you guys heading that way. We ain't going that way. We're going the other way and taking our chances. There's no way that I'm headed anywhere closer to Bravik than I need to.
Well, then it sounds like you don't need anything else I need. I'm going to knock an arrow.
The thought crossed my mind, but I was thinking, no, I'm good. I'm chaotic good.
I'm chaotic good too, but this is the chaotic part coming out.
Okay. All right. What if
So
they've only helped us? They have not.
Now, Eritord, I step in front of Eritord as he's like starting.
the arrow's still overhead.
And I'm like got my hands above my head.
You're like jumping up and down.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach out at like when you.
If it was
Eritord, hey,
yeah, if it was a film, you would just see hands
Yeah,
and an arrow.
grabbing for it. Now, Eritord, these guys were really good to us. They just don't want to go with us because they don't want to get. That's fine. So why don't we just mosey along on our way?
Both of them just put their hands up and they're like, look, we don't want any trouble. We ain't taking anything from you. We don't want anything from you. We just want to sit here for a little while, drink some rum, and get the hell away from Bravik.
Do I see this happening?
Yeah, you can see it. You're standing
Okay.
right there above them.
All right, then I'll slowly let down my guard.
All right.
Hey,
They put their hands down and they're like,
little gnome boy. Grab a few.
I'm-
grab a few bottles of that rum there.
I'm
just
literally
in case.
65 years old.
Just in just in case we need to blow something up.
Ooh.
I
well,
like
if you
where
guys
your
want to
head's
blow,
Yeah, that's your MO.
If you guys want to blow something up, there is also a few kegs
Gunpowder,
of
yeah.
gunpowder.
Yeah, you should take.
Oh.
Hey, little boy.
at. Yes.
Take some pouches.
I really wish you would stop calling me a little boy.
That's cute. Anyways, go ahead and take some little pouches of powder.
All right.
Just in case we need to make some
Are
of
there
those
pouches for
some of
powder?
those bombs. I saw this one time.
No, but
one time in
you
Bravik.
can makeshift something.
One time in Bravik,
Are
I saw
there-
this. I saw this movie. It was about three little brothers that were ninjas, and they had little.
Keep going. I like where this is going.
Three ninjas doesn't exist in this world, but Lord of the Rings does.
They had little pouches of powder that they threw in people's faces.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Couldn't that just be sand?
Maybe.
Are there?
I'm playing this how I want.
You can makeshift a little like.
Yeah, I was
thing
gonna say, are there
with,
like outside? Is there like some palm leaf things where I could make little wraps myself,
Sure. No, not palm leaves. No, but there's something like you can,
like a banana leaf or something?
You found something.
Okay, cool.
You could take scraps of your clothing.
a shirt in your tea or something.
You could
or
take a scrap of
pocket tee.
cloth. You could take a scrap of cloth. You could use one of the empty bottles, except the powder might get wet. But
How many will you allow me to make? I'd like to make about 5.
of these like pouches,
Yeah, these little explosion powder pouches.
how big are they? Like the size of your fist?
Like golf balls.
It's like
like golf.
balls? Okay,
Billy
yeah,
Duke, we don't have all day. For
yeah.
class.
You can make 5. You can make 5.
Hey, why don't you talk to your boyfriend? Get off my back.
You can make 5. It's going to
All
take
right.
like 15, 20 minutes, so it's not any sweat off.
And do you have like a bag or anything that you want to put your liquid stuff in, or you just want to take?
No, I'm
these
making you
pouches?
carry it all.
No, all right. No, well, of course.
well,
You're the
there.
wizard, man.
Well,
And how? What's the temperature like? Like, is it super hot?
So
dense
Bravik,
in the
actually,
floor?
no. So
are we talking more like Irish coast, or are we talking? more-
yeah. We're talking
Okay.
like Scottish coast, or like the Nordic countries. Like
Ooh.
it's pretty cold.
Okay. So I'm going to take out my
Very rocky.
my dark cloak that I have. That's dark green, almost black. And I'm going to put these little exploding pouches like on my secret pockets I got on it, and get that, and then put my bag back on. I'm like, all right, Buzzo, let's roll.
Let's go. Hey,
Wait.
Horny, are you coming with us or not?
Before they make it up, though, I quickly use my disguise kit, and I try to disguise myself as Owen.
Because now you know his life story, you can just
Yeah.
assume his identity. Is that a skill you have?
Yeah.
That is. That's a real skill you have?
You just Mission Impossible.
Okay.
So it's,
dude,
I think it's a deception.
yeah, go ahead.
It's a deception check.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't believe I can.
6
Should have gone with 15.
plus 6, so
nice.
12.
6 plus 6?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'm
Okay.
proficient in it.
Well, since Owen sat up there and gave you like some of the intimate details of his life, it's kind of a struggle, but with a little bit of practice, you adopt his mannerisms. You kind of make up your face a little bit and use some, perspective illusions and all this sort of stuff and actually, like when the others look at you, they're like, "Oh!" Like,
Yeah, we come out of the hole. I'm like, who are you?
they're like actually kind of surprised.
And I
Like,
say, "It's me, Owen, guys."
No, Owen sounded like this. It's me. Just kidding.
I don't know who this
can we
weepy
just-
guy is, but it's me, Owen.
Let's just play Hawthorne Heights on loop.
They're actually
talking.
they're actually pretty impressed with your disguise. And Owen's like, "Hey, what are you gonna do as me?"
What do you mean? I'm Owen.
Yeah, don't be stupid. Like I'm Owen.
I'm Owen, guys. He's the fake Owen. Oh God, this is
And everybody can
Somebody
tell
sin.
because they just spent a whole day with Owen, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I like his Mickey Mouse voice.
I'm going to go ahead and knock an arrow.
They're just both
Who are you
pointing
aiming it
fingers at each other.
I'm aiming at Owen.
Good. So wait, which one?
I'm going to
Because
knock
I think I'm
arrows.
convincing. So even if you guys aren't convinced, I am convinced that I look exactly like Owen.
So Biggs and Wedge are just like, okay, and Owen's kind of annoyed, but he's like, I guess it doesn't look so much like me that it's obnoxious. He's not going to be able to go into town and ruin my good name. So, not that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They just are like, okay, you're a freak.
But I clearly still have my warhammer on me.
Yeah.
And I think I look just like Owen.
All right. So if you guys are ready,
So is Eratorn leading the way?
whoever, sure, he's the fighter.
Leading the way
so-
east?
Yeah, we're going to need a torch. We're going to need a torch.
All right.
Owen's got you covered.
All right, Owen.
Why do we need a torch? Isn't it daytime?
But
Yeah,
we're,
it's
we're in a
still day.
tunnel, aren't we?
No,
No,
you guys
you're
aren't
in
walking in.
You were in a
I
pit,
need- oh,
and
okay.
now you're up.
Oh,
Walking through the forest, Bozo.
This was basically just like a
Okay.
big hidey hole where they stored all their
Oh,
stolen
okay.
goods.
Gotcha.
So you guys can follow the road. You guys can go ahead and take off, heading towards the fishing village. Yeah, and the other guys stay behind, and they're gonna light a fire and get warm and dry out their clothes before they take off. They might even spend a day. So you guys say your farewells, and Wedge looks at you guys and he goes, "Look, it's your last chance, but I don't think you guys stand a chance in Bravik. You're welcome to come with us."
And I'm going to knock an arrow.
I appreciate your concern.
Wait, are they outside of the hole or are they still in the hole?
Yeah, they're around the hole, sitting on the stairs, dangling their feet in. One's down there scrounging for supplies. Wedge is talking to you guys standing near the trailhead where you guys are.
Little boy, hold on. I would love to come. I would love to stay, but I got to show this little boy adventure. He's turning 5 years old. We're going to go find him some adventure.
Let's get him laid, guys.
You guys are the worst.
It's your last chance to not go to Bravik.
I'm already turned around.
I'm
walking.
following him.
All right, great.
I put my hood up on my cloak.
What are you doing with your arrow?
Oh, it's already put away.
Oh, in that case, Owen takes out his tinderbox, starts a little fire on a palm leaf or something, and then tosses it into the hole, really badass, just
I think we need
And
to check
then-
for that.
so the gunpowder.
And then it just lands on the stairs and fizzles out.
Oh, okay.
Classic Owen.
Anyway, so you guys are
Guys, get a load of this.
Nothing
Are you in
happens.
the Beastie Boys sabotage video right now?
you set off walking, and as the
A slight whiff of smoke coming from the stairs.
a slight smoke in the background as they start a fire to get dry. The dry woody bushes and coastal plants kind of give way to kind pine trees and things like that as you guys kind of wind your way uphill. And behind you can kind of make out, barely along the rocky coastline, kind of the hidden cove where you guys were. And you can also see the ocean, and it looks as though the Razorback is completely submerged with nothing but its crow's nest sticking above the water. As the sun comes up, you guys scan the horizon looking for the Curio, the ship that you guys escaped, but you can't see it. There's no sign of it, and whether or not that's a good thing remains to be seen for you guys. But you guys head off into the hills, and ahead of you, you can barely make out a small, languidly spiraling smokestack. So until next week, I've been Rhett the DM.
Lanston Philly Duck Bozos.
Owen.
Airtorn Snigglesby. Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.